In this video, we are going to discuss measure of central tendency. So in statistic, we usually come across large data. We have to work with large data in statistic. Large data is quite confusing. It's very difficult to analyze. It's quite difficult to handle. So to reduce our complexity, we have measure of central tendency. It gives us the gist of the data. It gives us many characteristic of data, and with the help of measure of central tendency, we'll get to know the various characteristics of the data. So it reduces our many problems. They are very important in the study of statistics. Further, measure of central tendencies are classified into two categories. We have two categories of measure of central tendency. The first is the mathematical averages. Mathematical averages. Measure of central tendencies are just the averages. So we have two categories of these averages. Firstly is the mathematical average, and the second one is the positional average. Positional average. So mathematical averages, as the name suggests, it is calculated with the help of a mathematical formula. So there are three types of mathematical averages. First one is the arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean. Second one is the geometric mean. Geometric mean. And third one is the harmonic mean. And positional averages are further divided into two types. Positional averages, as the name suggests, it will find out the positional averages with the help of the position of the certain figures of the data. So positional averages are of two types. Median, first one is the median, and second one is mode. In this video, we'll discuss arithmetic mean. So we are going to discuss arithmetic mean in this video. So let's see what does this arithmetic mean. So if we have data in which we have n numbers. So if we have x1, x2, x1, x2, x3, so on to xn, and we have to find out the mean of this data. There are some n numbers, and we have to find out the mean of these n numbers. So what is the formula to calculate the arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean is given by x bar, and it is equal to sum of all the values upon total number of values. Total number of values. So here we'll take the sum. So there are n values, x1, x2, x3, so on to xn. These are the n values. So we'll write down the sum of these n values. We'll write down x1 plus x2 plus x3, so on to xn, divided by total number of values. So how many values are there? There are n values. So this is the formula to calculate the arithmetic mean. You can write it in this way. Summation xi, I varying from 1 to n, divided by small n. So this is the formula to calculate the arithmetic mean. So in case of frequency distribution, if you have data in which frequencies of xi is given, like if x1, x2, so on to xn are n numbers. X1 is repeating F1 times, X2 is repeating F2 times, and so on. Xn is repeating Fn times. Then the formula for the mean is summation xi fi divided by summation fi, where this summation will run from I varying from 1 to n, and this summation will also run from I varying from 1 to n. So the formula for the mean in case of frequency distribution is this. And usually summation fi is denoted by capital N. So this formula reduces to I varying from 1 to n, xi fi divided by capital N, where this capital N is sum of the frequencies related to xi's. So whenever you have the data of such type where xi's are given and related frequencies are given, so what you have to do, you have to multiply each xi with fi first and then take the sum and then divide it by the sum of frequencies. We'll discuss all the questions. So let's do question number 1. Find the mean of squares of first 10 natural numbers. So first 10 natural numbers are given by 1, 2, 3, 4, so on to 10. We have to find out the mean of squares of these numbers. So let's consider its squares. So 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, so on to 10 square. Now we'll apply the formula for the mean. X bar, which is equal to sum of all the values upon total number of values. So here we'll consider the sum 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square, 6 square, so on to 10 square divided by total number of values. So how many values are there? There are 10 values. So we'll find out this sum. Now we have one formula to calculate the sum of the squares of n numbers. So the formula is given by n into n plus 1 2n plus 1 by 6. So we are going to use this formula. We'll use this formula to calculate this sum. So here n is 10. So it's equal to 10 into 10 plus 1, which is 11, multiply by 2n plus 1. 2 multiplied by 10 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. Divided by 6 and whole divided by 10. So now this 10 and 10 will cancel out and this is equal to 11 multiplied by 21 by 6. Now this will go to this is we can cancel from the table of 3. 7 3 the 21, 3 2 the 6. So it's equal to 77 by 2. So which is equal to 38.5. So this is the mean of squares of first 10 natural numbers. So let's do question number 2. Following is the frequency distribution of 304 families. You have to find out the mean. So number of children are given of 304 families and frequency of children are given. We have to find out the mean. So to do this, whenever frequency distribution is there, to do this, what you have to do, you have to make a table. You have to make a table in which the first column will consist of xi, the second column will consist of fi, and in the third column you will write down xi fi. So what are the values of xi which are given to us? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And fi is given to be 43, 55, 60, 64, 48 and 34. And this sum, you can check, this sum is equal to 304. This sum is equal to 304. You can see it. And now here we will multiply the corresponding xi and fi. So this is 0, this is 55, this is 120, this is 3 multiplied by 64. This is 192. This is 48 multiplied by 4 is equal to again 192, and then 34 multiplied by 5. So it is 170. Now the formula for the x bar, formula to calculate the mean is summation I varying from 1 to n xi fi divided by summation fi. So we have to calculate the sum of xi fi. Xi fi is here, we'll calculate its sum. You can check, this is coming out to be 0 plus 55 plus 120 plus 192 plus 192 plus 170. It's coming out to be 729. So you'll write down here the value 729 divided by summation fi. Summation fi is 304. So just divide it and you will get the answer. So it's coming out to be 2.3980. So that's the answer.